Hello and welcome to the 7th unit on tenses, which focuses on passive structures in a context. You will find this especially helpful for the Beck preliminary writing part. Read the sentences very carefully. The words in bold indicate the action. Now, try asking, who rescheduled the meeting? Who is doing the work? Do we know who is doing all this? Who performed these actions? Or, who dispatched the consignment? Or for that matter, who will send the circular tomorrow? Which means, in all these cases, the action is more important and not the one who performs it. In other words, the action is more important than the doer or the subject. These structures are called passive structures. We use these kind of structures when we want to focus more on the action rather than the agency or the subject. Therefore, in each case, the doer or the subject may be omitted. So the fact that the meeting is rescheduled at 4 p.m. is much more important than the person who rescheduled it. We use the passive structure when the doer is not important, when the doer is obvious, and when the doer is unknown. Now let us look at this slide. You have a structure in active voice and the same information in passive voice. In the first case, the action of the data being retrieved is more important. In the second case, the person who retrieved the data gets more importance. We use the passive when it is not necessary to mention the subject because the subject is obvious. In this case, the management or the head office who are going to transfer the woman. When the subject is unimportant and the action is more important. The notice could have been served by the court or some other official body, but it does not matter which body. Some unknown agency intercepted the signals. It is yet to be detected. So, in the third instance, when the subject is unknown. This is how the passive structure is formed. Passive structures can be formed for all tenses. Can you identify the tenses of these passive structures? Now, let's have a look at an exercise where you need to match the sentence halves to create meaningful passive structures. So here we go. You have all the right answers in front of you on the slide. These are all the various uses and examples of the passive voice. So that was the passive voice for you. Hope you enjoyed it. But do not leave yet. We have a written assignment for you. Here's an assignment for you. The process described is an active voice. Omit the subject and rewrite the stages in passive voice. Let us do a quick recap and check how much we know the passive voice. Here's an exercise for you. The answer key is on the next slide, but do not go to it before attempting the task first. So that's the answer key for you. That was to give you an idea about passive structures, which you will find very useful for the writing part of the Beck preliminary exam. See you till the next unit, which is going to be on conditionals. Till then, take care and bye-bye.